What's up? This is Lake Dawson on the Lake Dawson Morning Show here in New York City, ladies and gentlemen. And it is now 6:58 a.m. Seems like it's going to be a nice day out. The sun is out and it is rising. Today is going to be the day that we talk about real estate sales, real estate rentals, individuals who are interested in being in real estate and how to begin the process. What do you need to focus on in order for you to be a successful businessman or woman? Okay, that's key. This is key. If you don't know who I am Lake Dawson, aka Mike Razor, aka the Magi King 475 on Instagram. Okay, those are my aliases. This is what I do. This is my assistant, little Mikey. Okay, Mikey the Bear. Remember me. If you see me on the street, say hello. Okay, I usually wear a Lacoste hat. Also, we're giving away signature Lacoste hats. You know, all you have to do is subscribe and like, and then put a message at the bottom that says, giving your comment about the show and what you learned. Okay, so let's move forward. All right, the first thing that we're going to talk about is in real estate is what's your niche? What's going to be your niche? What's going to be your marketing tool? What's going to be your structure, right? What's going to be, how are you going to bring in the clientele? What is going to be your focus? That's the key. And if you see me going back and forth, that's because I have two separate cameras and I'm speaking to folks up here and I'm speaking to folks down here. All right. So the key is skin in the game. You need to study the market as much as you possibly can. That's number one. In whatever state you live in, this is the structure. Now I'm speaking from experience. I was the marketing director for Gold Star Properties in New York, which was on, if I'm not mistaken, was it Gold Street? On Gold Street, near Wall Street, in the financial district. Okay, you need to know the structure. You need to know the system. You need to know the neighborhood. You need to know the demographic. You need to know how many women there are from how many men they are. You need to know how to approach the women, which posture to approach the women with, and the men as well. When there's a situation where there's a couple, how do you handle those situations? If a couple wants to purchase but one is not there, how do you handle those situations? You understand? This is how you do it. So, first, let's look at the data. If you go to city-data.com, you'll be able to type in the city that you live in, the state that you live in, and it'll give you the data of that city. And it'll tell you what the demographic is, how many properties have been sold, how many properties have been purchased. You can also go to the realdeal.com and they have a yearly report on how many properties sold, how many properties have been rented throughout the year, which type of property, studio, 1-bed, 2-bed, 3-bed, co-op, condo, quad, triplex, townhome. It explains all of that stuff to you. It'll give you a structural, detailed, oriented layout. You could also go to Douglas Elliman. You could go to M&S. You could go to now these are real estate companies. DouglasElliman.com, M&S.com. What else? NetSeekers.com. You could go to these websites and they'll give you a free data report of what is selling, what's not selling, how often it's been sold, and it'll help you out with the structure of study and understanding what it is that you're that you're interested in selling. Now, I can't tell you or emphasize the most that it's very important for you to scientifically structure the data, right? As a whole. Now, and it also depends on if you have a full-time job, which means you work 8 hours a day, and you have to work the real estate industry. Okay, that's number two. Let's see. How much do you want to make? That's the other thing. What neighborhood do you want to focus on? Which lot and block do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on sales and rentals? And you need to focus on the structure, right? You need to focus on a specific neighborhood like Lenox Hill in Manhattan, right? The Upper East Side, Upper West Side, right? Harlem, right? The Bronx. Depends on whatever it is that you know about the specific area. If you don't know, you study and then look at the price points. Look at the type of individuals that you're going to be working with in those areas, right? Think about how fast you'll begin to sell or rent a property, right? Sales, it's usually a 3-month process unless somebody's doing all cash. If it's all cash, then an individual, it'll be a week, 7-day close. It all depends, right? The other thing is attire, right? You want to be dressed professionally. You want to be dressed nice. You don't want to be sloppy. That's the key. This is one of the issues that I had working as marketing director in Gold Star Properties, right? The issue, and in a couple of, I've seen in a couple other companies that I work with, some people, not all, but some people didn't know how to dress the part or speak the part in order to accomplish the goal. And they were wondering why they weren't being successful. So let's clarify this, okay? If you have a job, right? You go to the store, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, Saks, Bergdorf Goodman, go to your local tailor and get a suit that fits well, okay? That's not too tight, not too loose, not too big, not too small, okay? And you go to Charles Turwitt as well. Charles Turwitt has some deals. Macy's has some deals. If you need the deals, if you don't need the deals, then you need to go ahead and pay the money for you to look your best. Get some cologne. Smell your best. Don't put too much on. Make sure you get a haircut on a regular basis because you want to look good. Get a manicure. Get a pedicure. That way you feel good. And remember, you're shaking people's hands. When you're shaking people's hands, the first thing that they see are your fingernails. Okay? You don't want to have dirty fingernails. That's the last thing you want to do when you're showing a property, whether it's rental or sales, right? The other thing is when you begin to get a client, you have to do research. Find out who that person is. See if you can find them on Facebook. If you can find them on Facebook, look them up, see what it is that they do for a living, what interests they have. And when you meet them, bring a gift. Go to a CVS or something and give them a box of chocolates or something like that, or a card, or, an introductory opportunity. Hey, I'm going to lower the percentage rate because you seem to be amazing. Boom. End of story. Okay. So those things are definitely key for growth in real estate sales or rentals. Okay. For real. This is true. And then also understand that if you're focusing on rentals, right, you want to focus on the neighborhood that is faster paced, the neighborhood that closes faster. You could get your money easily. When you first start out, you have to learn how to create your ads, update your ads, that kind of thing, right? You have to know how to use the OLR system and use the MLS to your advantage. You have to know how to converse with other real estate agents for other companies. And if you are a real estate agent, that means you've taken a real estate exam and you've passed it. And in doing so, you should know very basic things about the real estate industry, the market, sales, properties, different aspects of homes, and what have you. Okay? You do that, you'll be all right. What else? It's the focus factor, right? The focus factor. And like I spoke about in my last video, is the 90-day blitz. Do the 90-day blitz for real estate. 3 months. Okay, it may take you less time. I would suggest you get with someone who has a high closing rate in the company. Follow their lead. See, take them out to coffee. Buy them lunch. Say, look, I'll buy you lunch if you let me walk with you throughout your day. Boom. Do that, and you'll be able to see the structure and how they work their system in order to do the close. Take what you can from them, move on, and maybe you guys could be partners forever, friends forever because of it. You always need a mentor in the industry. Always need a mentor in the industry. Excuse me. My camera went out. I don't know how that happened or why that happened. But the point is that you need to structure your system the way that you need to structure the system. All right? Anyway, this is it. This is going to be it. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful day. Peace.